So thank you everybody, thank you Ben. My name is Cyrille Manente. I'm working for Vivaction, and this is the first time for me here at the TAT Summit, but I think it's very amazing location and also amazing exchange, very rich. And here I am here to present the product we built, and also to give you the story, because we are an operators, and during the past 2 years, we ask us a lot of questions about growth driver, trying to find some new revenue stream, etc., and try to analyze our position and to see what we can propose to our customer to be more in line with the new trends in telecoms. So I'm here to present our implementation of what we call the mobile confidentiality as a service, because we think this is really important, and it should be for an operator focused on the enterprise business. Mobile confidentiality should be, as an operator, something very important to offer as a basic layer. So Vivaction, who are we? We are traditional operators. We exist since 20 years. But during these 20 years, we asked a lot of questions about the evolution. That's why we are based in France. We deliver services for enterprise. And also we have a presence on the international. And the first big move we have, I would say, 5 years ago, was when we decided to transform completely the telephone system we offer to our customer. We decided to go voice over IP as a service in a Centrex mode. So it was the first big transformation, and the latest we have was in, I would say, 2 years ago, when we analyzed the portfolio of services we have on mobile, and we decided to add some confidentiality services. So just a few things, the analysis we had. We think that confidentiality on mobiles is really a new stake for mobility. I give you, I would say, 2 or 3 ideas that we put on the paper at that moment. When you have mobile users and you are working on your site on premises, then we have now these BYOD trends, where employees come with their own mobile phones and connect to the network wirelessly or physically, and have access to enterprise resources locally. So if we did nothing, it can be a major issue with the data protection and the confidentiality of flows. And on the opposite, when you are working abroad and trying to have access to enterprise resources, finally, if the channel is not well protected, it can be finally over professional risk. And also the last point is what I call the quest for Wi-Fi. Even the roaming costs sometimes are really so high, even for company, so that when you are working, you need to be connected each time, and you are seeking for free Wi-Fi, etc., in Starbucks and so on. So sometimes this approach can bring some data leaks and failure. So having this status, we decide we're trying to find a way to implement a solution in an architecture to be able to deliver such services. We identified 2 approaches. The first, for our customer, was to change their mobile phone and ask them to buy new secure phones. Or we had, I would say, the software approach, hybrid solution with hardware, appliance in enterprise or on-premise, and software on the device. And we have the other approach is total as a service, so I would say confidentiality on cloud. And this is really the architectural approach that we decided to take for our solutions. So we from this concept, we implemented in different technical parts. But we had in mind, as an operator, several very important bullet points. The first was about the technology. At the beginning, we are an operator. We are not a specific editors. We don't want to develop a new encryption standard on something else. We want to have something which is coherent, reusing the, I would say, the best practice and the most powerful encryption and authentication layer available on the market, because we want a software solution working everywhere on any device and also in roaming on any visited operators. First things. Then, as an operator, we think that it should be tuned and tailor-made, I would say, by configuration, I mean, to be able to work easily on mobile connectivity, 2G, 2.5G, 3G, 4G, and over Wi-Fi. And on the other hand, this is what is important for us is the user experience of the service. It should be transparent normally. But we are MVNOs. We decide to have an OTT approach because we cannot and we don't want to invest and to change deeply all the equipment of the network. So it should be simple, and we would like OTT. Having these two different elements, we identify that our solutions could be an opportunity for all the different users that we have, all the different actors in the value chain. Operators, because they can offer privacy services at the differentiators. Opportunity for service provider to propose secure unified communication services. What we had in mind is that this layer, our application, should be opened and could be available and reusable for service providers so that they can even lighten the development of our application and reuse our technology as a basis to be, I would say, more accurately on the market and reduce the cost of development. And also, but I think this is a long-term approach, perhaps introduce some trust partner for end users, because perhaps there is an open business for that. And it could be, for some operators or other newcomers, something very important, because we see that privacy is very important, not only for enterprise, but also on the consumer part. So we define our mobile confidentiality as a service, but the upper side of the iceberg is an application that we decide to push on Google Play and App Store. So I put soon, because normally the approval, the review process is ongoing, so I expected to have a good news to announce today, but unfortunately we take some days again. But this is the upper side of the iceberg for us. And also we want to simplify, but we want also to, I would say, materialize the security. So what we did, to simplify, we decided to have and install and configure all the layers in the cloud and on the handset by scanning a one-time secure QR code. This one-time secure QR code embed all the elements for the configuration so that we never give any credential to any users. We just deliver this QR code, and through this QR code, we're using also some strong authentication mechanism for our solutions, using certificates. And by doing that, we ensure also to have a fine-grained traceability of services, users, and device. So sometimes you can think that having a QR code can be difficult because you need to have two screens. You need to have one screen to display the QR code and the other to scan. But this is the way we think that we could secure also the use, and being finally in a more corporate usage where you have laptops, you have a tablet, and you are your device. So probably having multiple devices is not a big problem anymore. And our solution also has been think to to be available on any device of the users. So by doing that, we decide to use this service layer and propose to our customer to have encrypted mobile flows, encrypted phone call, voice over IP, and also encrypted instant messaging, also like a specific chat for enterprise. But this is just the beginning, because what we have in mind is to reuse our security layer, our confidentiality layer as a service, to be able to open an ecosystem of application and services that will take advantage of this. And to do that, of course, we have defined a set of API that we are using for the moment for our own services and own customers, but that we will open very soon. On the other side, when we are talking about securing communication or ensuring confidentiality between communication or voice over IP communication between two devices, then the solution should be finally installed on both smartphone, caller and callee. And this is the limitation of traditional VPN application, because you need to have two subscriptions. You need you can only establish secure call between two customers. So we had a viral mechanism. Once you are a user, and once the confidentiality is established with a strong authentication, users have the possibility, using our invitation API, to invite one of their colleagues, friends, and so on. And using this invitation, the invitee will receive, your guest will receive all the information, one email, and his QR code to be able to install it in less than 1 minute, and then to be able to start the secure communication on the way. So in 3 steps. And for that, we are using our authentication API, QR code generation API, and also we have a provisioning and administration API to be able to revoke users, change device, etc. And also we are using SMS broker API to communicate, and once your guest has the system totally installed, the guy that sent the invitation receive the phone number or the contact directly. So in a nutshell, what we have defined, and this is our implementation through Square by Vivaction, our services. First, in a nutshell, we have confidentiality with no compromise on security. We are reusing best-of-breed solutions. We simplify the adoption for the end user, and then we start the certification process of our solution in France to be able to have something and use it as a label for our customer and for our future partners to convince them about the quality of our solutions. So that's it. This is our applications. Then we have worked on the user experience, as I said. We have here the information about confidentiality, information about the type of connection you have, and then here the launch pad for all the services to be able to send a secure call, send secure web, or to be able to have other roaming services, and also to be able to invite customers. So this is my presentation and my overview. Thank you for listening. I know that we are right on time, but if you need to have, I would say, a demonstration or something like that, if you are more interested about our solution, we would be very happy to show it. Thank you.